Hey you guys, we are heading to McKay's soon to check out the largest bookstore in Nashville. So I wanted to take my BookTube subscribers on this journey. This is one of the oldest bookstores in Nashville. It's over 50 years old and it's 2 stories. There aren't just books, there's comics, there's Funko Pops, there's so much more. So I wanted to take you guys along. So let me know if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment down below what other bookstores I should travel to next. Okay guys, I am back home, so let's go ahead and do a continuation of McKay's. I'm actually going to be showing you guys what I ended up picking up at McKay's. It is one of the oldest bookstores in Nashville. I did end up picking up a t-shirt that says McKay's, and it's like a teal color, but I wore it yesterday to the airport, so it is currently in the wash. But yeah, I ended up getting a t-shirt. They had a ton of different genres of books. They had Funkos, they had DVDs. I ended up picking up quite a few DVDs. I got like a special edition Beauty and the Beast. I got a Barney DVD for the baby. He picked out a Kermit DVD, and I got a couple other ones. So I ended up getting those just because they don't have advertisements. And we do have a Xbox that we can play the DVDs on. But I ended up picking up, let me go ahead and get all these books together so I can show you guys how many books I ended up picking up. One of these is for my mom. And I definitely don't need any more books. I have not read half the books behind me, but a lot of these were really good. And a lot of the authors I've heard of or have read one book from. So here's kind of like a general idea of how many books. Actually, here's another one. So a good amount of books. I think it's over 10. I'm not going to count. But let's go ahead and get started. I will say the prices of what I got the books for as well. So the first book... Wait, I also wanted to mention before I get into this, I did get 2 CDs. I got Britney Spears, her first 2 CDs. I got the Britney Spears original, and I also got the Oops, I Did It Again because I lost him in Hurricane Katrina as a child. So I was happy to get both of those for $8. So the first book that I got is actually a Christian book, and this is Sing by Keith and Kristen Getty. If we stay in Mississippi and don't move, I will be singing with them in a choral kind of concert. And this is just a devotional about music. And if you guys know me, I have been a musician my whole life, and I definitely do sing at church. So this was very exciting to find. I also got a Jodi Picoult book. This one sounded really good and very sad, but it's called Vanishing Acts, and this was $2, and it's actually in a decent kind of condition. It is a long book, but it's something that I would probably read just on a day that I just want to change things up. I also got this Christian book as well. This was 75 cents. This is The Good, the Bad, and the Great... Wait, what? This is The Good and the Bad and the Grace of God by Jep and Jessica Robertson. This is Sadie Robertson's parents, I believe. So yeah, it's just a love story and all that. My husband might want to read this with me as well. So for 75 cents, I was like, it's practically new, might as well. This is a part of my mom's series. So this is one of Nora Roberts's, like, what's it called? A pen name. She uses many names, but my mom is collecting all of the in-depth books, and I saw this for $2, and she didn't actually have this one. I actually FaceTimed her, and yeah, I'm so excited. And there's actually a poster included. Oh wow, that's interesting. Okay. But this is just for my mom, and she's currently here watching the baby so I can film. So I will be handing this to her today. So there you go. I also got an Ellen Hildebrand book, and this one's called Winter Storms. And I own, I think, one Ellen Hildebrand book, and I have not read it. But this one actually looks very cozy. And I think it's set in the winter time. So we have autumn and winter coming up. So I thought this was perfect. I also watch a lot of different people talk about Megan Miranda, and I ended up finding this thriller. And I think this was only $2.95. Yeah. And it's called The Girl from Widow Hills. It sounded really good. So I just thought I would just read it, and it seems like an easy read. It's only like, I think it's less than 300 pages. So I was like, might as well give Megan Miranda a chance. I also found The Resurrection of Wildflowers by Michaela Smeltzer. And this is actually kind of annotated. If you guys can see, it has a couple pages marked. I have no idea what this is about. I think it's dual point of view, but it was only $3.50 and it was in pretty good condition. So wanted to pick this one up. I found another copy of Happy Place. I think this is actually the British cover, or is this like the indie cover? I have the other one, but I hope I'll put on the screen if it is the British cover. But I really like this cover more than the newer ones. So I just love the colors and the font. So I had to get this, and this is practically new. I wish I would have seen, like, even the author, like, I really like that. So I want to try to find all of these at some used bookstores. So yeah, had to get this. I did already read that book, but I needed another copy, I guess. I only have 3 more books, and this one was only $2. It's in okay condition. For the most part. It is an older book. This book's over 20 years old. So Meg Cabot is one of my favorite authors. Like, I read all of her books in high school, and this is called Princess Lessons, and it is a very short book. It was $2. And if I ever have a little girl, this would be a book that I would definitely recommend. And it is such an easy read, and it's just lessons on what to do. Like, you go through each chapter. Like, I can probably read this in less than a day, but it's like, this is what you do with beauty. And then it'll say, a note from Her Royal Highness Princess Mia. So just super cute. I don't know if I've actually read this one, because this came after the series. So I am going to actually read that probably soon. And then I have 2 more books. So I have Only Love Today. And this is Reminders to Breathe More, Stress Less, and Choose Love. And this is technically Christian. This was 50 cents. And it's just about, like, every day you can go through and just kind of get some encouragement. And it's practically in a new condition. And this is by the New York Times bestselling author, Rachel Macy Stafford. And the cover's cute. I like the colors. So I found that. And then the last book is, I would say people might find this one a little bit more, I guess, more boring, maybe. But this is an older book. And I've actually seen the movie, and I told my husband I really wanted to see this. And this was $4.50, and this is called The Case for Christ. And this is about scientific research that was done in journal and personal information, and based on a true story on how Christ is real. So I just wanted to read this. This is very different. There's a lot of sources in here just to prove that Lee was working hard. There's a lot of questions. So it'll be interesting to actually read this and not just watch the movie, and just see what Lee Strobel has to say. And I think this was written in the 70s. Let me check. Oh, 98. Why did I think this was written so long ago? Oh, it was the 70s. 73, maybe. Maybe it was 98. But I've been wanting to read this book. So that is all I got from McKay's. I kind of went a little crazy. I was disappointed at first, and then I started finding things that I wanted to read. And I think with, like, all the DVDs, all the CDs, and like these 10 to 12 books, I think everything was only $80. So that is definitely a deal. Definitely check out your used bookstores, your local bookstores, and I hope to see you guys very, very soon.